we're going to see another mirrored match where one orthodox fighter will be facing off against a southpaw fighter. For those of you out there watching and listening, by what I mean by orthodox fighter is a right-handed fighter, which is what most of us are. And then a left-handed fighter, the southpaw, is just that, a left-handed fighter.
And we also have to take note that Dan Ali is 3 inches shorter than his opponent in the person of Mai Bulala. So there should be a reach discrepancy on favoring Mai Bulala. Mai Bulala, literally his name, Bahagon Mai Bulala, literally translates into left-handed whip.
And if you're watching right now, he is getting super charged up by the drummers.
We're not having cutmen, we're not having cornermen, we're having drummers ushering the fighters straight into war.
Your very own hype band. Then you wrap your hands up and then you go.
So Mayo is sitting here and he's upset that no one has showcased the technique that he thought so far. But the night is still young.
Yes, and there's 8 fights to go. There's 8 fights coming.
Exactly. That was such a slick move.
With the sand?
Yeah, with the sand.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first round, round 1 between Bata Isarka versus his opponent, Bahagon Mai Bulala. The fighters for the third fighters for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
On the way.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Interesting engagement stance from Dan Ali.
This is bout 3.
Mai Bulala being the taller one, still taking a crouching stance though.
And you see Dan Ali's stance, leaning his leg outwards, pointing his shield in the direction of his opponent, and getting even lower.
Very static stance.
I imagine that he trusts the explosivity from that lower extremity, and he expects that will be enough to shock and to destroy Mai Bulala. Mai Bulala, also known as Bahagon Mai Bulala, stands for the left-handed whip. So we're curious to see how that left hand will translate into destructive force on the tempo or face of his opponent.
They are actually touching each other's hands right now. They're in full contact, but no strike thrown just yet.
And now, it always starts slow. It seems to be the case this evening.
Mai Bulala,
tentative start from both men.
Seems so energetic in the start, but he's very cautious right now. And Dan Ali, who had a more calmer start, seems to be the one with the twitching in the fist going on. And just diving left hand there.
That was a trade of punches, solid left hand from Mai Bulala.
That
left hand.
2 of them at the same time as well.
Exactly. You have Dan Ali right back into the action. Both men feeling their range out.
Engagement, holding on to each other.
And it always starts with range.
Intense stares.
It always starts with range.
Dan Ali shaking that arm,
Lead hand activity. See the grip
sneaking
on that
his
finger.
Way in there.
Look at
Toes
the grip on that finger.
Dan Ali creeping in very sneakily.
And Mai Bulala saying, no, I've had enough of that.
And then
moving on.
Engages. And they re-engage. Oh, actually.
And both men back into neutral, reassessing themselves back into the middle of the pit.
That crouching stance from Mai Bulala, being such a tall guy, but coming right down to Dan Ali's height. Oh, diving right in.
That was a solid left straight from Mai Bulala.
There's a little bit of shoulder there as well.
Yeah, as well. And you have both men feeling this first round
I find
out.
Dan Ali's wrist twitch very interesting.
Yeah.
He had the most diverse start to this fight.
And Mayo, as we discussed earlier, this is how it goes. You feel with the range, then you employ your distractions and tactics, and then hopefully that leads you to a straight path of destruction to your opponent.
And like we said before as well, is the mirrored stance for this fight
Of
as well.
course.
Mai Bulala being the left-handed fighter, and Dan Ali being the right-handed.
First round done, ladies and gentlemen. We have the
Ladies and
referee
gentlemen, this is the final
breaking
for
the first round apart.
Going next is the second round.
Not a lot of volume there, but you know, as it goes anyway. First round is filling up process, finding the range, understanding your opponent's ticks and reactions, and trying to capitalize on that in the second round.
And we have the beautiful ring girl ushering in the second round of the third bout of the evening for us as we move forward.
Mai Bulala taking some instructions from his coach.
A friendly reminder that Mai Bulala stands, that Bahagon Mai Bulala stands for left-handed whip.
Oh! A referee has handed out a yellow card, but I'm not sure what that is for.
It appears there was an illegal strike in the first round from the person of Bahagon Mai Bulala. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go right back into the second round of the third bout of the evening. You have Mai Bulala, the taller man with the brown shorts, versus Dan Ali in the shorter frame with the green shorts. And now we see it's about feeling range. In combat sports, in the study of combat, we call this lead hand activity. That was a feint taken by Mai Bulala, but then not fully and eaten by Dan Ali. Perhaps feeling that he needs to see a little bit more from his opponent before committing fully.
I don't know, I'm just judging based on physique. But Dan Ali's thick legs make me feel like he's going to have a lot of power in his strikes.
Of course. He looks like a really explosive guy. And you see the muscles on the back
Absolutely.
fully stretched out and shredded. You see both men now. Beautiful exchange from both men. No one coming out on top.
Diving punch there from Mai Bulala. Oh, comes in again with that left.
That was a cross that was thrown like it was a jab.
Absolutely beautiful.
And now you have Mai Bulala, who is now in the shorter stance, which I did not see coming. Both men back into neutral. Just gathering data, that's what they're doing now. Just gathering data, reading, getting reads, getting a feel for the person's, for your opponent's habits, and just waiting for that one moment to strike. Whoa. Mai Bulala throws. Oh!
That was a double.
That was a double left hand from Mai Bulala.
Beautiful.
That's the left-handed whip, ladies and gentlemen. It lands and it does damage.
They earned the name. They earned the name.
Of course. Really interesting that the stance of Dan Ali is more squared, wider, and more lateral to his opponents. But then you have Mai Bulala in the standard traditional Dembe stance with the wide base. I'm curious to see if this helps, if the stance choice by Dan Ali will favor his evasion away from those strikes that come from that straight hand from Mai Bulala.
Yeah, very interesting point you brought up there. And as always, I'm always curious to know why the decisions they make and why they make them.
And that's the final for the second round, ladies and gentlemen. While they take their rest.
There wasn't much volume in the second round either,
but
that was a nice double shot there from Mai Bulala, really showing us what that left-handed whip is really about.
Yes. And it goes to show that the diversity within the sport is very, very strong. You can have someone coming in with the left hand who is completely different from the next guy who's coming in with his right hand and coming in with in an orthodox stance or a southpaw stance. It's truly beautiful to watch.
One thing for sure is that across all sports, not even just combat sports, lefties are something to be worried about.
And right back in it.
Third and final round.
Yes, sir. Third and final round of the third fight of the evening.
I hope to see some sense of urgency from both men.
I hope to see some kicks, like you pointed out. I hope to see some exchange of and you can see the sweat.
Overhand right from Dan Ali there.
Exactly.
Was great. Oh, that double. Oh,
and
there's a little bit of wobble there from Mebulala.
Yeah, from Mebulala.
Oh,
Mebulala.
Mebulala is down. He's back up though. Momentarily, Mebulala was down.
Yeah. And Mebulala, he looked like his feet were wobbly under him. However, he still looks really stable and
okay
firm.
now.
Yeah.
Decision for who is the winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Ali crowned your winner of the third bout of the evening. Mayo, what did you think of the performance of both men in that round?
I enjoyed the technicality of it. I could understand what was going on, why there seemed to be a lot of hesitation. But it wasn't really hesitation. I feel like they were trying to get a read on each other.